Hey, how are y'all doing today? My name is Smokey, and welcome back to another life story. Today's video is actually about the time that I got held at gunpoint. So, today's story roughly takes place around, I believe it was maybe 2018, right around there, probably like fall of 2018. And it was actually with some homies of mine, and we were actually out riding. We were out riding behind my house. A couple of the people were actually in one of my previous videos back from the dirt biking days. We went behind my house, we hit up the trails over there, and the plan was to go to the power lines. Gear up, start up the bikes, start making our way up to the power lines. From what I remember, it was pretty uneventful ride up there. I mean, obviously, just kind of dicking off and and shit like that. And we make it up to the power lines, and we're just chilling. We're just vibing for the moment. One of my buddies actually never went down the mile-long hill climb before. Now, it was called like the mile-long hill climb because it was a long hill climb. Fucking Ricky Carmichael could have came out and said, okay, I want this hill climb, and I want this bitch to be a fucking mountain to climb. There were rocks at the bottom, so it was actually a little sketchy. That was actually the first hill climb I had ever done, like, in my entire, time riding. One of my older buddies, little throwback, one of my older buddies actually took me there and showed me that for the first time. And it was like, shit you not, 2 weeks after I started riding bikes again. That was when I had my 2011 KX250F, and he's like, oh, great idea would be throw Smokey out there, throw Smokey, in this hill climb. He'll do fine. I did, everything was it was a little sketchy going down it, because then I know, oh fuck, I gotta go back up. But we made it fine. So back to the story. So we end up going around, we swing by this tree, we're just kind of, we're vibing, we're chilling, going through the woods. And so we get to the hill climb, and so we start going down it. And there's actually two ways you could go down. One was a little bit steeper, and one wasn't as steep. I don't remember which way I took them down, but so we start going down, and for the most part, it's kind of chill. It's not bad. We're slowly going down. It was actually really sick because there was that one part of the hill climb where if you could look over and it's just fucking drop off. Like we're literally going on the side of a mountain, and to your left is just clear, just vivid, unimaginable death. Like if one fuck up, you were going over the side, nothing to save you, just death. But so if you look over to the other side, though, your right side going down was safety. The right side, you saw a big hill, so if you fell, you wanted to tip over, or you wanted to wreck into the right side, 'cause at least that was a hill. But it was so cool because you could like see the power lines, you could like see how it kind of like the earth built up to those power lines. It was super sick. And then obviously, the great view that you got, beside the unimaginable death that's waiting before you if you fall. But the view is spectacular. You could even you could see the root road that, I've mentioned in a couple of my other videos. You could actually see that road from this peak. It was so cool. But so we start going down. We see this quad. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's just kind of chilling, just taking the, want to do the little mile-long hill climb in his quad. I mean, obviously it's a fucking cheat code and a half because, it was a utility quad, so 4x4, four-wheel drive, a little bit of a cheat code. But so, we see him come up. I try to zig, and he zags. So I go to zig again, and he zags. So 100%, like, he is stopping us. Like, there's something going on. So we stop. I'm head of the pack. I'm leading the troopers. And we stop on this hill. And, like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And we're like, whoa, well, calm down there, trooper man. We're just chilling. We're just fucking riding. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And it wasn't too long until I noticed the fucking AK-47 that this dude had strapped to the front of his quad. Like, like the little racks on the front. Like, if, you have racks on the front and the back of, like, a utility quad. This dude had a fucking AK-47 with a 30-round banana clip strapped to the front of his quad. Like, he meant business. When I say business, like, this man, I thought we were about to get, like, fucking shot. Like, he was just gonna, like, take the bikes, pawn them shits off. Just insane. So we're talking to him. Keep in mind, like, I'm the only person whatsoever that is conversating at all with this, with this trooper. My two buddies behind me did not say a fucking word. They were 100% shaking in their boots. I was the only person that was talking. So if y'all are watching this, thank you. I appreciate it. But so I'm just trying to sit there. I'm trying to defuse the situation. Like CSGO, trying to defuse the bomb, trying to defuse this situation. And I don't understand what went wrong. Apparently this was his property, and he's like, I don't understand why y'all are here. And I'm like, oh, I've came with my buddy. I've ridden here for years, and there's never been a problem before. But apparently today, I don't know. I guess it was just his land, and I don't know if my buddy, because I was under the impression that it was completely fine to ride here. But I don't know. I guess not. I guess like there was some type of miscommunication there, or my buddy just never ended up talking to him, or he's just like, oh, I haven't gotten caught riding here before. It's all good. Don't need to worry about it. After a while, I finally get him to calm down, but it was like I'm sitting there trying to talk to this dude and trying not to stare at the AK that's pointed right towards me. We're just gonna continue the conversation on like that, like that's not there. Like my life is not in danger whatsoever. But so he finally, he's like, I don't want y'all here. Get the fuck out of here. Damn, trooper. I was just trying to show my buddies, the fucking hill climb. But nope. I guess not. So, we turn around. And I look behind me. My buddies have already fucking left me at this point. Like, they are already stupid far away from me. Like, they abandoned me. So, again, thank you. But I get back on my bike, and he is waiting for me to turn my ass around and leave. So I kick it over like my life depended on it. I was trying not to act freaked out, but I get it kicked over, and I start going away, and we get back up the hill, and we get back up to the top. I guess I don't know how the fuck he turned around, because this is a really, really narrow trail. Like, it was maybe the width. It was a little bit wider than his four-wheeler, so I don't know how the fuck he turned that bitch around, but he didn't follow us. Just somehow he got that thing turned around and went back down that hill. But I roll back up to my buddies, and I'm like, yeah, appreciate you. Thank you for leaving me there with a fucking dude with an AK-47 pointed at me. Appreciate y'all so much. And so I actually ended up talking to one of my buddies, and I'm like, yo, like my buddy that told me it was okay to go there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You told me it was, it was all good, trooper. You told me it was perfectly fine. Nobody had no issues whatsoever. And I get a fucking gun pointed at me. Like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, sorry? Trooper, sorry is what you say, when you drop a glass in a restaurant, okay? Sorry is what you say when you, forget to get some chocolates for your girl on Valentine's Day. I need a little bit more than sorry. Never got that. Unfortunate, unlucky. Do not recommend. No sir, no ma'am, no way, no how. But I actually ended up asking him, a few years later, because it dawned on me that, I told this story to my mom. Probably wouldn't recommend that either. But I ended up telling her this story, and she's like, Smokey, he could have had, a meth lab or a weed farm or some shit like that, and he thought y'all were going to stumble into it. So I ended up texting my buddy, a little bit later, and I'm like, yo, is there something like that going on? He's like, yeah, I think he had a meth lab, or I think he had, a weed farm or some shit like that. Homie was just trying to protect his plants from just some dumbass teenagers riding around on some dirt bikes. I don't even know where the fuck it was. It's not even like I was exploring for it. I was just trying to show my troopers a good time. But nope, not gonna happen. So I know this story was a little short, but I just wanted to take the time at the end to thank y'all so very much for watching these videos, for taking some time out of your day to spend some time with me. It means so much to me. I hope y'all are enjoying this new style of content. I think I'm gonna save the car related content for more of mods and stuff like that. I've actually got a future video coming out very soon with 2 new mods with the car, and I think y'all are gonna enjoy it a lot. The car is gonna be a completely new animal. It's definitely gonna make a little bit more power than it is now, and it'll sound just absolutely epic. But thank y'all so much for sticking around with me. Thank y'all. I appreciate all of it. I hope y'all appreciate, and I hope y'all like the new video game style of content. I figured I'd throw in some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. I've actually been getting into that recently. I've been doing a lot of S&D. That is a lot of fun. But as always, y'all take care, and I will see y'all in the next one. Smokey out.